EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to Las Vegas, Nevada. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Houston Texans and the Las Vegas Raiders. And we are underway at Allegiant Stadium. And this carries into the end zone. And he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25. They'll come out with a 3 tight end look on the first play of the drive. First rep of the game for Josh Jacobs. And he'll wind up with about 6 up past the 30 to the 31. The ball carrier.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Running is Jacobs. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
Now a play fake here on first down. He'll let this go deep for runs. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. Jacobs now. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
The ball carrier.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
3rd and 5.
Gun now on 3rd down. Got his connection complete to Ruggs. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Henry Ruggs, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Raiders have taken the early lead. Well, that's how they envisioned it. Get the football to start the game and score.
And I don't know if that was scripted. Was it an audible? Or was it just a play call that they had in their pocket? No matter what, they had the right call on against the right defense, and they end up in the end zone.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive. Off of play action, it's Watson. Got an open man. That's David Njoku, the tight end. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so our offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
They'll run for the first time with Tevin Coleman. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
Now that's the way to do it. Hand it to someone with vision and good footwork and add in a little bit of power, and you find a way to pick up first downs.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Watson now to throw. On the screen, this is Coleman. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down. Second and 12 after the first down pass play went backwards for 2 yards. Now a play fake, and it's Watson. And Nelson's got him here right side. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line.
A 5-yard.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
And on 3rd and 8, defensively, they're going to beef up the secondary. 6 defensive backs. Out of the gun, Watson. Caught by Nelson left side. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
First down, Houston.
Couple of first downs to kick off the drive. Here's 1st and 10 up at the 46. And they'll work it across midfield inside the 45. 10 yards there, good enough for a Texan first down.
And that's something you have to get ready for defensively, because in today's NFL, teams will use their wide receivers on jet sweeps, end arounds. They'll move them back in the backfield and make them running backs. Partner, this was much more of a tap pass, but effective nonetheless.
And I think both guys love it. If you're a quarterback, it's an easy completion. If you're a wide receiver, you get the easy reception and also a chance to try to make a play with your feet.
Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. On first down, it's Watson. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Coleman. And a good run as he manages 7 yards down to the 17.
Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
Here comes play number 9 now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. They'll try and run for it here. It's Coleman. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
It's now 4th down.
So on 4th down, Texan kicker Kaimi Fairbairn comes on. From the left hash, this from 34. Fairbairn able to put this one through. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, partner, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. So I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone, get you 6?
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. They had the touchdown on the opening drive of the ball game. It was countered by just a field goal. So, hey, if you guys can do that for 4 quarters, you're in good shape.
Yeah, it is a team game, so that's just good complementary football. But, you know, I know I'm no brainiac, but you trade 6s for 3s, things are going to work out in your favor.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. This to Jacobs on the toss right. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on 1st and 2nd down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
Second and 11. And it's incomplete. Henry Ruggs, the intended receiver. And it's 3rd down.
Intended for Henry Ruggs. Incomplete. Clinton Dix on the coverage.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
The pass. Intended for Henry
On
Ruggs.
4th down, here's Matt Bosher on the punt. Back deep, J.J. Nelson.
Formation.
Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. This is taken at the 15. It's a 39-yard punt, and good coverage means a loss on the return. And the Texans are going to have the football with a 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. From the gun, it's a handoff to Coleman. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5.
The ball carrier.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. You'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
3rd down.
Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1. This is Coleman. And he picks up the 1st before he's taken down at the 29. 3rd down turns to 1st with that 5-yard pickup.
Well, partner, none of these runs individually have added up to a whole lot.
Now 3 plays, all 3 short runs, but together a 1st down.
Yeah, it's amazing how the narrative changes when you string them together.
Watson's throw here complete to Waring. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
It's a gain of 8.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
The Texans on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. From the gun, here's Watson. He finds his target forward. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 40. Well, they were in search of a short gain on 3rd down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards. So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory, right at the 40. Here's Coleman. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
This defense is really thrown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense going to have to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
2nd and 11 at the 41.
A shotgun snap for Watson. The throw to the left side, caught by Coleman. And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds.
A gain of 7.
Oh, I came to my feet on that one. I thought he was getting close to breaking that one big, but in the end, give some credit to the defense, finding a way to get to him and forcing a 3rd down.
This offense has converted 2 third downs on this drive already. This is 3rd and 4. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. He went backwards 5 yards there on 3rd down to bring up 4th. So now they're going to send out the field goal unit to, as they say, fire away from long distance. They'll spot it at the 47, so call it a 57-yard attempt. And this is good from 57 yards out. That was bombs away right there. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted. But I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yep.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. They'll begin on the ground with Jacobs. And he's going to get about 7 yards on that one, up to around the 33.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
3 yards to go on 2nd down, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. Jumbo set.
Here's Jacobs. Not much there. Maybe a couple up to the 35.
The ball carrier.
The good run on 1st down followed up by a not-so-good run on 2nd down.
Now let's find out if they're going to stick with the run here on 3rd down. A lot of people would love to see some play action here. I say go with your best running play over your best blocker.
Trying to run for it with Jacobs. And he's going to have the 1st down at about the 38. It's a 1st down following a gain of 3. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. A pickup of 10, and it's enough for a Las Vegas 1st down. 2 1st downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman, both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down. Henry Ruggs, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up second down. Throw here to his running back. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
Flush to his right. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
The punter Bosher on now as he gets this one away.
Let's go old school there. That's absolutely a great coffin corner punt. Someone's put some time in working on that, hasn't it?
Seems like every year these guys get better and better. It's amazing how they can command that football through the air.
Yeah, they used to actually practice with hula hoops where they place them and try and put them there. Now a lot of guys use barrels on the sidelines to try and put the football in one.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Now the question, what do you do here? Time not really an issue. You got over a minute, but you figure from this spot you'd need a good 50, 60 yards to even consider a field goal try.
Yeah, so there's optimism there, but there's also a little bit of restraint, right? You got to make sure you don't take a sack here. Don't end up in the end zone. Ball gets stripped. You could give up 2 points in that occasion, or maybe even 6 if you can't get on it and recover it yourself. So make sure you protect the guy throwing the football if indeed that's the plan of attack.
Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Watson on first down. Throw left side complete. That's Nelson. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. From the 35, back to work on 2nd and 4. Operating from the gun, Watson. On the crossing route, complete. It's Fuller. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. That one covers 29 yards. First down. The Texans going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. From the gun, Watson. Throw complete right side to Cooks. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Add the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. From the red zone now, Watson being chased out left. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Trayvon Mullen.
I think that interception happened for 2 reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit, and receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, tuck the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
got an open man. It's Ruggs. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. 16 yards right off the bat and a first down.
1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
They'll look to throw here on first down. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Got his man. That's Tyrell Williams. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. On first down, he'll drop to throw. Going to throw deep for the end zone.
And 10 at their own 48-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
The hit comes late. We saw it. There's your flag.
And we know that there's a guideline, right? Ball's gone. You get one step. If you're within one step of the quarterback, you can hit him as long as it's still done legally. But anything outside of that looks like an extra step was involved.
And that is no good. He gave it a good run. That wasn't more than a foot or so wide to the left. So we're at halftime with our score 7-6 in a tough-fought first half. As we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, the Texans down on the scoreboard, but they do get the first crack here as we are back underway in the second half. And with a marker down, he's up just past the 25-yard line, but I think they're going to be going backwards. Let's check the call. Well, that holding call set him up with not great field position.
Not at all when you tack on the penalty. But that field position after the return wasn't terrific. It's not a great starting field position as well.
And the holding penalty sets him back inside the 20 as they get going on this drive. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Operating from the gun, Watson. And he took that in one-handed. What a grab. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there.
10 yards.
Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so.
42-yard line.
And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And this will be taken across midfield and into Raider territory. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Good, strong run against the 3-4 set. And that 3-4, you got to have your guys up front eat up a lot of blocks. The guy playing over the center, the nose, he usually has to take on double teams. But when you're able to successfully move him, you're often able to get some yardage. And that's when linebackers have to clean up and make tackles.
It's a first down on a gain of 10.
First down, Houston.
short of the 35.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. They'll try the air now with Watson. It's caught left side by Cooks. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. Not at all what they envisioned on 3rd down. 3 yards in the wrong direction.
On for the field goal. A 51-yard attempt.
And this one is right down Broadway.
Is good.
And they jump back in front here. It's 9-7. All 9 points for him coming via the field goal, and this last one puts him out in front.
All the field goals are great, but you know I'm going to get pessimistic here, right? Because you've got to score touchdowns to win games in the NFL. I just wonder if all these field goals, great now, or if they'll come back and haunt them later on.
The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve.
From the 28, it's 2nd and 5.
Once again, it's Jacobs. And he'll get about 3 here as he's out to the 30.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Down man, it's complete. Williams. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
10 at the 38-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Now Rudd's going to get a chance to run.
And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And that's going to make it 2nd and 14. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. He's going to find and complete it to Renfro. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. And they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down.
3rd and 6.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw.
And he's got the hook up to Ruggs.
And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short.
4th down.
And in their own territory, needing only a few inches, they're going to line up to go for this thing on 4th down. They go with Jacobs. And he will have the first down as he gets this to the 47. They only needed a few inches, but still some anxious moments there, but they do convert on 4th.
1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Now this time he'll look to throw. And incomplete, a drop there in the middle third of the field. That'll bring up second down.
But plain and simple, that's the second time today that he's dropped a pass.
And that one, I think, maybe even a little easier than the earlier one that he dropped. Surprising.
Was this game announced as a night game prior to, and maybe his rhythm is just off? He's got thrown off. He's got to wake up, enjoy the sunshine, and go play.
The throw complete here to Williams. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 31-yard line. 15 yards on the play, first down. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10. Here's a throw out wide complete to his running back right side. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down.
This defense has certainly had an outstanding second half, haven't they? I know they just gave up a first down there, and for the offense, they're hoping that that's something they can jumpstart with and maybe start to move the ball a little bit.
And that is caught. It's Ruggs. Touchdown, Vegas. Henry Ruggs with his second TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And once again, the Raiders are back out in front. Those are the types of plays in these moments they were hoping for from this young rookie, able to put him up here in the fourth quarter.
How about the kid? You just mentioned it, the fourth quarter. This is when you have to make those winning plays. That's what he just did. Doesn't ensure anything, but he certainly gave his team a heck of a chance, didn't he?
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the fourth quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one.
That's a really good gain right there. They pick up 5 yards halfway to a first down. The only problem now in the huddle, everyone's going to want to touch the football. Be a lot of chattering now because they've seen that they can move the line of scrimmage.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Now a pass dumped off to his running back. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down. The Texans on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 8. From the gun, Watson brings it in over the middle. The 20, 10, touchdown, Houston.
Complete to
Will Fuller, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Texans have once again taken the lead.
The Texans will.
So minutes after giving up the lead in the fourth quarter, they say not so fast. Big play, and they grab that lead right back.
Talk about a seesaw game. Up, down, up, down. Did you ever seesaw? Did you play that when you were a kid?
Oh, yeah. Out on the playground, absolutely.
You had to make sure that you matched weight, though, on the other side, though, right? Otherwise, you could be up in the air a long time.
By the way, we're not done in this one. I think we're set up for an exciting finish. This will make it into the end zone. And no return forthcoming for Richard as this will come out to the 25.
25-yard line.
The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
The first down screen pass, good for 5. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
There's a throw over the middle. It's taken in by his tight end. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 41-yard line. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
They're able to push forward for about 4 down to the 37.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown, so a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
The Raiders on third down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This will be 3rd and 6. Able to find Warner. That's complete. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. Excellent play there on third down. Give him 25 yards. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. They'll drop the throw. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Josh Jacobs, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Raiders have moved out in front here in the 4th quarter. Well, I think, and correct me if I'm wrong, but his top 2 options were not available on that throw, so he went the safe route. Worked out pretty well.
It was like you were in the pocket. How about you going through the progressions like that? But a lot of offenses say touchdown to check down. Look downfield first, bring it back to the line of scrimmage. Not easy for a rookie to do. Oftentimes they get one look, and they make their decision off of that. He went through 3. That was impressive.
J.J. Nelson now, a return. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line.
Their own 23-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They'll fake the handoff. Now Watson. He's letting this one go for Fuller. He's got him in. Complete. He's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. They give him a gain of 37.
The Texans first down.
So the big play moves him all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10. Here's a handoff out of the gun. And he only manages a couple here down to about the 38-yard line.
Max Crosby.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
From the 38, Watson. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Well, so much for getting separation. No chance there. Locked down tight, forcing the incompletion on that attempt.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. And the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. Now Watson. Screen play. Johnson. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. A pickup of 11 and a Texans first down.
I love the drive they're working on here because they know they can take the lead with a touchdown. And so far on this drive, so good. They moved the ball down the field with very little resistance defensively. But they better be prepared for some adjustments to come their way now.
Going to give this time to the tailback. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Now a handoff looking right. And he'll get about 3 just outside the 10, stopped at the 11.
Like any team, they would have loved to have had more yards on that run, but it looks like they just want to get to the 2-minute warning and see what they want to do after that.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. They come up on a 2nd down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down the wire. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And they'll get him down just shy of the goal line at about the 1. And now with 1:52 to go, we get another pause in the action. A timeout here defensively.
2nd and goal.
And they'll employ the jumbo set now on 2nd and 1.
They'll try to run this one in. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. Now the Raiders going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. Watson now to throw. Rolling to his right. And he will be very close to a 1st down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. They're able to hold him to 3 there, and that leads to a 4th and goal. They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. Likely the play of the game here, trailing in the final quarter and going for it on 4th and goal. They're turned away on 4th and goal. And the Raiders hang tough down near the goal line.
It's a turnover on down.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. And this game not quite in hand yet. We'll likely see all 3 timeouts defensively. And then fighting to get back to the goal line. I don't think he got there. He did not get back there. It's a safety. And Charles, at some point, you can't keep worrying about big play. Can this be perfect? You just have to get the ball out of the end zone.
And in the offensive huddle, that was discussed when they called the play. Just get out of the end zone. But you know what's interesting? A lot of the times in the defensive huddle, they actually call a set and then say at the end of it, get a safety. So it's preached, it's coached, it's thought about.
So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. Back to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Fuller. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done.
25 yards. And the Texans 1st down.
Now Watson. Now they go screen. It's complete. 7 yards there on the 1st down screen play. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds left to go. Able to get 7 on that 1st down pass play. 2nd and 3. Back to throw. Steps away to his left. He's going to take off with it. All in all, no gain on the play, and it'll bring up 3rd.
Well, he strung it out as far as he could, and I like the fact that he kept his eyes downfield, but he finally ran out of time and room. But I'll take that over forcing it downfield and possibly having it intercepted.
Watson. He finds his target, Fuller. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. This will be caught at about the 6. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in the game. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he gets halfway there down to the 1-yard line. The Texans going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in the football game. So out comes the field goal team once more. This to potentially send us to overtime. And his kick is good. And they will tie this game here in the final seconds. So a money kick there in the final seconds, and now, barring any hijinks on the kickoff here, partner, I think you and we're going to settle in for a little overtime.
And I wouldn't have it any other way. This has been a dogfight all through regulation. No reason to think it won't continue in the extra period.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Raiders take over 1st and 10. At their own.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They have a little bit of time here to get into field goal range. Not much. In a tie game, you don't want to do anything crazy, right?
I agree with you on that one. Risk reward, okay? If you go for it, what is the absolute reward on this? But the risk is probably greater. Run the clock out, get to overtime, and try and win it there.
All right, we'll see if they do just that. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Forced out to his left. And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down. And we have free football. Overtime. Here we go, my friend.
And the way this game played out, this is exactly how it should end, going to overtime, because neither one got an advantage today.
And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can still have some more football.
That's exactly right. If they go down and kick a field goal, the other team gets a possession to either match it or score a touchdown to win the ball game. If both teams kick field goals, the next team to score wins. But if the receiving team throws a pick six or fumbles the ball and it gets picked up by the defense and they score, the game is over at that point.
The Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Set for their first drive here in overtime. And this is where the crowd can really become a factor.
They've had to battle it all day, but I know what you're saying. In overtime, that gets doubled, doesn't it? At least, because now the crowd really wants to be involved and help their team. And that first drive can dictate the whole thing, because they know if this team takes it downfield and scores a touchdown, it's game over.
It's been loud in here so far. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. I don't want to overhype it, but this is a big early season game, especially an overtime win. That can give you a big boost going forward in the season.
It certainly can, and I don't think you're overhyping it because cliches go out the window when you start to play overtime. And you're right, the winner of this game now, that's an extra boost moving forward, and it actually is an extra hurt for the team that loses because normally you shake it off, but in this situation, it lingers a little bit longer.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A gain of 13, it's a first down.
Houston.
They show run with 3 tight ends here on first down.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
It's a pickup.
Now, Brandon, that's the way you want to run the football. There should almost be quote bubbles above the offense right now. Bam, boom, biff. That's how they feel good about moving the football.
The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4. Now a handoff as they run left side. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Houston.
In overtime, today's final score, Texans.
Partner, a great game that we got to see and making it extra special. Not only did I get 4 quarters with you in this one, I got some overtime, a little whipped cream on top.
Look at you, trying to make this whole thing palatable.
I just want you to pay for my meal later.
You really just wanted 4 quarters what you wanted, but how much fun was that? We had that type of a game where we got us to overtime, and then we get the dramatic ending to finish things off as well. What a game.
So for the Texans, it's an ideal start as they move to 3-0 now on the young season. And they'll have another road day next week with the Los Angeles Rams. Meanwhile, for Las Vegas, they'll fall